Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the studio. I am unsupervised today. We do not have any cats here with us. Minnie is outside being a wildcat. But I would like to do a bit of a glaze. I've got some pieces here that I need to do a bit more prepping on, and then I need to kind of sort everything out into the color it needs to be, because I've got a lot of custom orders here. These guys are some of my Tennessee mugs that are going to go to the shop down in Nashville. And the Tennessee flag is red with blue, the blue circle, and then the white stars. So everywhere that you see that's like this purplish pink color, that's white, because I've put wax on it. But I don't know if I'm gonna do the a red mug. I know I want to do 2 of them at least rainbow. And I'm trying to remember what color I actually made the mug last time when I did the rainbow. I either did it gray or I did it black. I'm thinking I did gray. But I want to do at least one of these gray with orange on the inside for UT Vols. And then the last one, I'm not sure. Yep, I heard it. I heard the camera freeze. Not that there's much there to see, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Here we go. So I've got one here that I'm going to play with. That does not have a color scheme yet. And it may just be like blue with red on the inside. So for these guys to be a rainbow, this was my test piece. This is like just a mug that was cracked, but I used it as a proof of concept to see what the rainbow would look like, to see if the glazes would run that much. So this is what the final piece is gonna, the inside's gonna look like. And so I have got a pencil here, and I am just going to draw some lines on here. Am I finally out of lead? Come on, there we go. Because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. And with this, I actually get to see all of the colors, unlike on the dice, which is what I normally am working on with rainbows. You don't usually get to see the bottom color, the purple. Here we go. Just making some marks on there. Probably can't even see it on the camera. And then I've got my little squirt bottles. We'll try to be even here. I may not have made my TriStar all that level. Okay. The first color here is going to be red. And this is how I apply it. I have little, these are oil bottles, if you want to look for these, dispenser bottles, but they come with different tips, and some even like really, really fine. but they work wonderfully for like slip trailing clay and glazes. And then if the glaze runs or I need to like level it off, I've got a I can do so with a little blade. And this works best with like opaque glazes that don't that hold their color even when they're thin. And then I think I'll do just one of these red on the inside and then blue on the outside. I think that'll be pretty. Because sometimes just the entire red mug is like too bright for people. Here we go. Make sure that dries. And then we'll do orange. So mix this up a little bit. We had a really good response to my new wall pocket vases. So thank you to everybody who gave us gave an opinion. I'm going to be glazing a couple more of the examples today, or some of my other ideas. There we go. And these stripes are not going to be like perfectly even, because the glaze is going to run just a tiny bit and blend. There we go, and then the other one here is going to get orange. Let's wipe it off a little bit. Here we go. I don't think I'll need to clean this up too much, but just go around the edges. Because for the most part, the wax did its job and kept things from sticking there. I think I gotta add a little bit more. There we go. And then I'll put some more wax over that so that I can then, like dip this, I'm gonna dip this one in gray, and then this one, which has the red on it, will be blue. So after orange is yellow. Why, hello. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Ignoring everybody. I had one of these things. I had something to clear this out with. Blue seals, hello! You just got the notification. Well, I haven't been going that long, so it's not too far off. I'm working on making some of my rainbow mugs. So I've got all my different colors out. So this is the design I'm going for on these mugs. And I've got the red and the orange, and now I'm working on yellow. Lucille, you'd love one of these. So, are you in Tennessee? Because I also do this design on the dice. The yellow's a little bit runnier, so I gotta be careful and not overdo it. And I'm trying to think of what other shapes would do well with a rainbow like this. Valencia Glass, hello! What am I doing? I am glazing. So working a little bit with glass. So these mugs are destined for our shop that's down in Nashville. And the mug is a representation of the Tennessee state flag, which is a field of red with the tri-star circle in the center. Here's the yellow. And then, so this is actually what I'm working on. I've just gotten the yellow on there, and then we're going to do the green, blue, and purple. And so they will be Tennessee Pride mugs. Minnie's back. She's done being a wildcat for a second. And then, so I've got two that are going to be rainbow. This one is going to be, this is orange that's in here, and it's going to be gray. So gray and orange for volunteers, and this is just going to be like the state mug, so that's just inverse. It's going to be a blue mug with a red circle, because that tends to sell a bit better. Green. We got some green left. Maryland's colors are like black and yellow and red. I actually, so I'm doing a show in Maryland in May. We come up there. It is in West Friendship, Maryland, just outside of Baltimore. And I'm actually making trophies for the show. and they wanted them to be in Maryland flag colors, so I'm trying to figure that out. So as someone from Maryland, do you think, like, is the checkerboard pattern necessary? Or just the colors, the black, yellow, red, and white? Or is there love for the checkerboard pattern? I could make some with the shape of Maryland. Wonder if the shape of Maryland would work, and then filling it in with a rainbow. You do a mix that comes out like very mosaic, and it's very popular. I'm thinking polka dots. I'm trying to decide how I would want to do all those colors with polka dots, and so thinking maybe like a black rim with white, red, and yellow polka dots. But I've got to get that approved first before I do it. Because the trophy's going to be like a platter type thing. Just letting this dry. Green. Blue. There's not much blue. So, have you ever considered doing anything like the Maryland Sheep and Wool? That's the show that we're doing in May. It's a bit of a niche market. It's a fiber festival, so they want you to have fiber-related things. So. But still, they prioritize local vendors. So it took us a while to get in. Oh, good. Yeah, you don't do as many shows anymore. Yeah, this is one of our big ones. So when you do travel, you do alcohol-related events. Really? What do you consider an alcohol-related event? Like a beer festival or something like that? See, I've had like my experience of doing like music festivals and things are that people don't, even if they buy a mug to drink out of, they don't want to carry it around. So we never did that well at a music festival, even though we thought we would. Craft beer festival. Oh, okay. People just spend money when they drink, they do. What did you get into out there, honey? She's got a little something on her nose. Okay, this is the last color here. And this is the purple. Which is interesting because it's darker right now than the blue. And the blue's much, I think they're about the same, like, level of opaque and dark when they're done. And then I'll put some, I'll kind of touch it up and put some wax over that. Blue Seals, you just noticed the title, the Glazy, yes. Glazy Afternoon. That's right, you do a lot of education. Yeah, you do workshops. Really? Make your own beer glass at a brewery, make your own stemless wine glass at a vineyard. Nice. But you've had a hard time keeping up with orders? That's a good problem to have. Leroy, thank you for the follow. There we go. And then this is my wax. Whoa, Soulbound Leather, how are you? Haven't seen you in forever. How's it going? And thank you so much for the raid. Gotta get all my information up here. Good afternoon, everybody. Big Chunga, Sailor Lion. Welcome. I thought it had been a while. Yeah, you didn't stream for 3 years. You moved to an area that didn't have internet. Whoa. But now you're in town so you can stream. Welcome back. Are you still doing leather work? What did I do? So, like, part of the glaze that was there is gone. It popped off. It's right there. Where's the orange? I gotta fix this. So that happened. Let's do some repair work here. On this nitpicky design that I've done for myself. So these are, well, this is what the design I'm going for here. I'm making a rainbow tri-star. And so I've got the different colors laid out there. And this one is just going to be orange. But I'm putting wax on top of this so I can then glaze the rest of the mug another color. So, have that. Hey, Cobalt Reaver. Let's get this done. So I can then start like glazing everything else. Okay, I didn't bump into this one. So that's what can happen sometimes when like the glaze, you can bump it and it can flake off. It's not on there until it's actually fired on. Leatherwork is your full identity. You have a storefront. Whoa. You got to open in a brick and mortar on Thursday. Congratulations. So where is it at? I don't remember where you are. That is huge. And I know because we opened up our brick and mortar last year, and it has been an adventure. So are you doing just your own things, or are you doing other people's work as well? Virginia. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put these... I don't remember what color I made these last time. I don't even know if I have a picture of them. Either, like, because it's of the rainbow color, I either made them gray or black, because that's what I've been intending to do. So I'm thinking they're going to be gray. So that's where I'm going to put them, with things that need to be gray. And then this one is gray, this one is going to be blue. So, and then I've got to get my lists out and see what color everything else needs to be. Fire, you vote green. I don't actually know if I'm have to do anything green this time. You still have your soulbound leather mug. Good. You know what? I still have the bracelet you made that you put play in the mud on. Citadel, hello. Good morning. Afternoon, whatever time of day it is. Okay, let's see. What color do things need to be? Starry Night. I think I've got that one already. Sunrise. That one's Starry Night. Sunrise. That one's yellow. Hey, Fire, you've not been here for years? Well, welcome back. I've just been prepping some of the rainbow mugs, so I'm separating things out on my table into what color they need to be, and then I'm going to actually start applying the glaze. Okay, Starry Night and Bloody. Pink Cotton Candy. And then Winter Mix. Alright, I know I've got an oil bottle, but what color is it? It's mana, so it's going to be blue. That's what these are. So, oil bottles. See. Another sunrise. And sweet pea and yellow. It's red. I'll do this one Starry Night too. All right, I think I've got everything in its appropriate place. Lucille's, you're starting to gather supplies. You need to try out leatherworking, yeah. Sounds like fun. What froze? The over here froze. I heard something go. Okay, we're good. All right. So what color should I do first? We've got, so we're going to get out pretty much everything today. We need to get out black and gray and purple and blue and red and pink and yellow. Yellow. I've got to do a pink over yellow. And iron. That actually might be what I should do first because it's going to take the most layers to dry. So that might be the best thing to do. But I don't know. I have black right here, so I think I'm going to start off with just plain black. Where do I put my water bucket? Do I put it up here in block mini? I don't think so. Mini's too cute to block. Start mixing my glaze with my giant whisk of doom. There we go, giant whisk of doom. So Soulbound, if you're still here, tell me what you're doing with your shop. Is that where you're going to have your workshop and then have retail in the same place? Is it a touristy area? Because I still am making everything in the same shop I've always been at. But in Nashville, where our retail spot is, it's in a very touristy area, so... And also, I'd love to know the name of it so I can look it up. So this one is a custom order. This one, has anybody ever read any Brandon Sanderson books? Why is the face cam doing that? It doesn't move. This is the Knights Radiant symbol design. This one is from A Way of Kings. What is the name of the series? What is the 3-book, almost 4-book series called now? I don't even know. But the first book in the series is A Way of Kings. Is it the Stormlight Archives? Okay, all right. I have done some of the individual symbols before, like Windrunner and Storm Chaser, things like that for people, for the specific elements that people can use or whatnot. But this one is the actual Night Radiance. It says, life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. Now this one needs to be orange on the inside. So I'll just do black on the rim. Didn't realize how fast the glaze can dry. Yeah, and you can see how, you know, where it's a little bit thicker, where it dripped, it's taking a little bit longer to dry. This one just needs to be black on the outside. The name of the shop is just Soulbound Leather? Okay, good. Well, that's easy enough to look up then. And this is one of our standard gaming ones. It says, as a free action, can I regret my life choices? And then, now that it's dried a little bit, I can dip the other half of this one. And I've started doing this for a lot of the pieces because just pouring the inside and dipping the outside, because it lets them dry a lot quicker and more evenly. The whole piece dries out quicker. I do need green. I do need to get out green because that one is green. Now this is another one for our shop down in Nashville. If anybody is in the Tennessee area, or heck, you don't even have to be in the Tennessee area to remember Opryland, the theme park that is now a mall. But I recreated the Opryland logo, and so I'm just sell Opryland logo mugs for people who still wish it was there. It is crazy how sometimes like the dried the glaze looks different right now than it does when it's fired. Yeah, it's because a lot of the colors in the glaze are metal oxides instead of just pigments. Did I wax the bottom of that one? Yeah, I did. Okay. Again. And these are all going to be Starry Night. So the color of Kiba's bowl, I know it's splattered with clay, but the blue color is what's going to be on top of this one. Oh, you didn't think it was metal oxides? You thought it was like a liquid at room temperature glass mixture. Well, it does have glass in it, but also a lot of what gives color to glass is also metal oxides. But the difference here is because glass has a much lower melting point than the clay. The glazes are essentially a mixture of clay and glass with colorants, so that the different ingredients kind of alter the melting point of the glass that's in the glaze, so it can go to a higher temperature. Because once, you know, the shiny look that you see on the outside of the pots, that's glass. Here we go. Okay, that's it for the black. We just gotta dip these. That one's a muggle mug. This one says, danger, may contain dihydrogen monoxide. The most deadly substance in the world. Everyone that ingests it will die. What next? So does dampening the mug before glazing help the glaze soak into the clay and give it a stronger bond? It's not necessarily about a stronger bond, but it removes the dust from the clay or any like oils that were left from my hands, and it helps the glaze, I guess, stick evenly or settle evenly, because as you saw earlier when I just accidentally like bumped part of the glaze and it chipped off, like it's very easy to remove. So I have to be careful once the glaze is on there and dry. I have to be careful how I handle it so I don't accidentally like chip it off or scrape it off. But it helps it sit on there evenly. If it's dusty, then the glaze is gonna like, well, it will not stick, or it'll have like pock marks in it or bare spots. with hair coloring, it's important for the hair to be damp to help the color bond better with the hair. Gotcha. I'm thinking pink might be a good color to do next, so. Oh, yeah. Ariana, crawling glaze isn't good. You've ruined many pieces because you didn't dust good enough before things were being glazed. Yeah, and sometimes, like, the tricky part is a crawling glaze, or the crawling that can happen on a glaze, isn't always because of dust. It could be that the glaze is just way too thick, too. So I've had that happen on that, too. Now this one, the glaze I'm working on is the top left-hand corner here, the blue over pink. That's what this one's going to be. It's the, we call it the cotton candy, and I've got some more pieces that are going to be the same color. Is this where my sponge is? Yes. I've got some mugs going to the Virginia Creek Settlement, which is a resort with a restaurant out in California. And they are ready for some springtime colors. And for the show that I'm doing in March, I'm deciding on trying to decide how many bright colors I want to make. You're just ready for any type of spring. This has been a surprisingly popular color. Again, it's the the top left hand over here, the cotton candy. I have had several. Well, this is one of my wholesale customers who order it a lot. Hey James, good afternoon. Okay, let me get the other 5 of those. Nope, just 10 of them. Hey, Derpy. You know what? I don't know where Kiba is. But if we say his name 3 times, he might appear. I think he's up front waiting for somebody else to come in and pet him. I had somebody come in yesterday, and they did the right thing. They came in and were looking at everything, and Kiba jumped up on a table next to them, and like he just leaned up against her. This person that came in, and she just hugged him and gave him all kinds of good scratches. Like he really does think everybody in here is here to see him. I was just glad he didn't swat at her. Why am I not glazing the bottom outside? I will. I'm just filling in the inside first, and then I'm gonna like dip them. It helps the glaze, overall glaze, like dry out faster if I do just the insides first. Is this brown? This is pink. These are going to be the cotton candy, the top left-hand color here. Kiba knew she was a cat person, yes. Okay, this is the first one that I did, so we're gonna dip it. We had a really good response to all of the, or to the pictures that I posted, my test piece wall pockets. If y'all remember me making them, I glazed the first couple designs that I liked. So thank you for everybody who commented and told me which one you liked the best. I will make more of them. If you haven't seen them, they're on our Instagram, Facebook, and all the other social media pages. What is that? There's just a piece of plastic floating in there. A time lapse of the color changing in the kiln. They do make cameras that can do that, but the problem is I don't know, like, can you see the color? That's the question, because you could see the pots, but the heat itself is what, almost a yellowish white color. So like, I don't know that you'd be able to actually see the color. Because when I worked at the aluminum recycling center, they had a camera that could look into the furnace to see how much dross was building up, but you know, that's looking at the texture of the bath. So that's what it was looking at. I don't think it was like a black and white. But also, that camera was going to, what? That furnace the bath was kept at like 745 degrees Celsius, which is around 1400 or so. And we were going up to 2232. Alright, then one more. Said you wish the heat gave off a white glow instead so you could see the change. Well, except that the pots are glowing that same color. What next? We got one thing that needs to be purple. Anything else? So this is the only thing that needs to be purple. And normally I wouldn't get out a glaze for just one piece, but because I like to wait until I have enough stuff to do like an entire load of one color sometimes, or at least quite a few pieces, but for orders, we'll do one-ofs. We got several of those here. Now this is a newer piece. It is from the Akatar books, the A Court of Thorn and Roses. I've had a lot of requests for those, so I made some. Alright, so this is the emerald, and there's not much of it. I need to make some more. I mixed 2 glazes together today. Probably should have done this one as well, but I forgot that I had something green that needed to be done. Scrape a little bit on the bottom. Whoop. Not onto the floor though. There we go. Let's make sure I knew where the bottom of the bucket was. Okay, let that dry for a second and do the bottom part. What color after green? I need to do blue. 2 different types of blue. I need to do the royal blue and then the denim blue. Where is royal blue? Ah, there it is. This one will be the Misty Forest, the light green over dark green. I need to redo my poor little glaze chart over here. Need to find some, well, where's a good place to go to get different, I'm looking for like different patterned like foam board. Because what I've got there is like a piece of foam board with some burlap wrapped around it. And then the tiles attached to that. But I think I just need a piece of like patterned foam board. I don't want just white. And then I'll either like properly glue them on. And make it something that's a bit more sturdy. Because I think I'll keep using the frames. The frames work well. But I have that set up when I go to my wholesale show, because what I'm going to do is have like one of all the things that I make bakeware wise, all the different shapes, and then have my glaze color chart, so people can see what colors are available without me having to make everything in every blessed color. I wonder if Michael's would have it. I know we've got a Michael's and a Hobby Lobby close to us, but so this color, which looks pink right now, is actually blue. And this is going to be an oil bottle. All right. This is denim blue. And I don't think I have an appropriate example of either of these colors. If you can see the bottom right-hand corner, that is denim blue. That is the color we have right now. So I'm just missing a good example of the mana. Crimson Sheep! Thank you so much for the resub. 99 months? 99 months of subs on the wall? Whoa. So the bottle is going to be mana blue, which I don't actually have a good representation of it right now. It's on our glaze chart on the website. I just don't have something to hold up right here. I don't have a mana blue thing with me. But it's very similar to the Starry Night. It's the cobalt blue over blue, a darker blue instead of just black. Manny, what you doing? Let's come this way. Why do you want to go that way? Hold on. Come on. There you go. She gets confused if her way is blocked, because she has to go one way. Oh, Crimson Sheep, thank you! Yeah, we got a really good response to those. I'm very happy with it. You've got a call in a few minutes, but yeah, thank you for stopping by. Oh, no, you asked what is the bottle going to be? No, it is an oil bottle. It is. I think I will dunk these with the glaze tongs, since I have enough here. And it's only going to be one color. Sometimes with the other colors, I worry about them drying out fast enough, because I'm going to be layering other colors on top. This one is just going to be one color, so. And since I've got plenty, I'm just going to dip it. And this mug is an example of how I used to make the mugs. It is, got a sand down part of the handle there. So you notice this one is black versus being filled in with glaze. I used to screen print all the designs on here before we were able to make our own rubber stamps and make it more economical to do that ourselves, because I like the look better of the rubber stamps. But somebody had one of these mugs that they broke, and they wanted one just like it. Again, they didn't want one of the stamped mugs. So I got out my screens, I found them, and I made one to replace theirs with. Maeve Bronwyn, hey, thank you for the raid. Good afternoon and welcome. That's all I needed for blue. I need red and yellow and orange and gray. Well, I see red right next to me, so let's do that one. This is another one I gotta make some more of. But I don't need a great deal of it for this. This is a mug that is for a fundraiser. They wanted, or making a sample mug for them so they can take orders and use to raise money for their organization. And they want it to be the Sedona color, which is green, blue, and red. Oh, I'm just going to have to do the handle again. There we go. Here we go. Bronwyn said you had to do it, but you need to raid and run. No, get out of here. Do what you need to do. Thank you so much for stopping by. Anne-Marie, how are you? You want 6 mugs? Yes, so they're $40. If you get this size, which is the 20-ounce mug. Yes. And if they're all being shipped to the same place, we can combine shipping, so. Yellow. And then there's orange, okay. See, sometimes I try to color coordinate my buckets. There was a mini. I need to get a backup whisk. This one's kind of losing some of its prongs. This has worked like surprisingly well. I never thought that it would be so easy to mix the glazes with the whisk, but it is. Hey, Minnie. So this one needs to be pink over yellow. So it's going to be yellow inside and out. And because it's yellow, I'm trying to make sure we don't have any dark spots here left over from when I filled in the glaze on the text. Because the light colors like that will show every blemish. Make sure we got this nice and even. And then orange. Deciding if I should do the Virginia Creek mugs like this too. I've got one here from a while back that needs to be refired, but that's this is the orange, and I'm thinking about sending them some of these too. Because like I said, they like the bright colors. I could do yellow as well. Get the yellow back out. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. See, this is what happens when they tell me to send me whatever I want, to send them whatever I want. That's my choice. These are some mugs we make for another streamer on Twitch, Damien's Gaming, if anybody knows them. They have wanted an option to have orange on the inside of their mugs. So we've made quite a few of our glaze colors that also had orange on the inside. So this is black on the outside and it's going to be orange on the inside. same thing. Oh, you're sending it to Denmark. Yes, well, we can get it there. Definitely, if when you are ready to place that order, send me an email, because shipping that many pieces internationally, I can probably get you a better rate than what the website's going to charge, because it'll probably it probably will think that you're trying to ship them each individually if you're doing that many, and we'll see what kind of rates we can get. What do you mean by pop glazing? Let's do a count here. Okay, I don't think I need to do any more. But I do have the gray. I don't think I need to do any more orange ones. Let's get out the gray. So, Ariana, I don't know if you heard my question, but like, what do you mean by pop glazing? Were you meaning like the twist of where like I just twisted the mug to pour it back out? Is that what you mean? So some of these are just going to be solid gray, like this one. But I've got one that's going to be winter mix and one that's going to be stormy skies. The twist is what you could never get the hang of. And these are the rainbow mugs that are gonna, where the medallion's gonna look like that. I'm making them gray. It's a nice neutral color that will make the rainbow colors pop. Oh, you just didn't get it until you were shown in class. Gotcha. Pop glazing is where you put the mug in and pull it out until it's almost all the way out, and then you dunk it real fast and it glazes the inside. What, like the suction pulls the glaze into it? I'll have to look that up. Alright, so some of the first pieces I've made have dried enough that I can put a second layer on. Let's move these out of the way. So I'm going to put a layer of the sea spray on some of these. And the sea spray, this color is the color of Kiba's water dish. It's that blue. By itself, it is a green color, so it is the color of the inside of that. Kind of like a aqua teal color. It's called sea spray, so a greenish color. But when you layer it with the black, it turns that nice cobalt blue. What do you call it with the soap? When you add soap to the glaze and then make bubbles? I've only ever heard it simply called bubble glazing. But I know what you're talking about. So these will get a total of 3 layers of glaze. And I have to let each layer dry between, or else if I layer too much glaze too quickly, it'll all just start peeling off and I'll have to start over. So after this second layer, I'll let them sit for a while. Now this is, again, the top left-hand corner here, the cotton candy. And I'm only glazing that top rim. It will run that much. And you never know how these glazes are going to react to each other, like how much they're going to run, until you just put them in the kiln and find out. I don't know if I still need that. Now, before I do this, I need to double check this color. It is mana, okay. I'd rather be weaving. Forgot that I need to do some iron as well. Let's go do that. Now this is, I just mixed this up today. So this will be the first time we'll use it. And I actually need to go get one of my test tiles too, because this is a color that I never put on a test tile. So let me get one of those. I'll do that first. So these are just little mugs that I cut in half. And that's what's on the wall over there. So let's go all the way to the bottom. So the colors that I've added, I'm adding to my glaze chart that either we didn't have when I originally made it, or I didn't have enough like chips to make colors out of. I've added the tree beard. And I might need to do the winter mix. I have to decide. I have to go actually see if I've got that one. I don't think I did. Seeing how fast it's drying. Because it seemed like it was pretty runny when I was sieving it. I'd rather it be, this is one that, like, I'd rather it be thinner than thick because I don't want it to, like, run. This one can run like crazy. So I may only do one of these things and then see how it goes. Because this is another one of the wall pocket, like the planters, so would hang like that. And I've had a request for one in the fire opal, and I'm just going to see if it works before I destroy all of them. Because it's a runny glaze. I apologize if that, like, harassed anybody's eardrums. Because in theory, I want it to lay flat like that. I may try to prop it up somehow. this glaze will end up looking similar to this. This is really thick, so you can see all the different variation and all the different color spots it has. It's like it's got green and red and black and brown. The colorant in this is obviously red iron oxide. This is also what a more standard version looks like, and it breaks black over thin spots. Knitter Girl, thank you for the resub. So let's see if I can like maybe prop it up a little bit off of the kiln shelf so it's not laying quite so flat. I know, it's a long time. Come on, Meanie. There you go. What? What? She wants me to follow her. What have you been doing? Your back's all hiked up. What's got you spooked? Huh? Did you aggravate something outside? Move these out of the way. Alright, so now I've got to let these things settle down, they get dry, and before I can layer a lot more on top of them. So I might actually do a little bit of throwing, because I've got some clay. I need to make some small things, so that'll work. I don't really have to put handles on these things. They're just going to be like small bowls and stuff. So I need to get a water bucket somewhere. And then I can do a little bit of throwing. While those dry. Put that right there. So I will be right back. Alright, so we're going to move this to here. Move this over a bit. So we've got a layer on what I'm glazing, 2 layers on lots of things. And while I wait for the next layer to dry out, I'm going to throw a few pieces. These are, let me get a tile over here. These are 3/4 of a pound, so it's what I would use to throw like the smallest mugs, the 10-ounce mugs. But also the spoon rests, the notions dishes, the spice dishes, and sauce cups. So we're just going to throw a lot of easy small things that don't require a lot of other help. Before I do that, I'm going to make sure these don't fall down. Why do I ever wear black in the studio? Everything is always covered in like dusty smears or paw prints. I'm sure I've got paw prints all over my shoulder. Okay, so bourbon cups. I've made some air plant pots. I need bourbon cups, and I need a little the little bowls. Hey, Minnie. Oh, I need a bag for my scraps. So some of these are going to be like this, and they are going to get a little thumb rest on one side as a way to grip the piece. It's a little indentation like that. And I've been making things in increments of 10, so I'll make 10 of them. While Minnie makes biscuits for us. Actually makes it very easy to pick up. Did I say I got my clay in Lexington? Yes, it is a Kentucky Mudworks brand. They manufacture their own brand of clay up there. This is their Iceman mix. It's a white stoneware mix. Oh, you love that? Oh, that's where you got your kiln. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually in southern Kentucky, so I'm much closer to Mid-South Ceramic Supply in Nashville, which is where I get a lot of my glaze stuff, but because they manufacture their glazes there. Iceman is one of the clays you're trying out. Yes, it is very good. I've used it. This is the Cone 6 Iceman. I've used Iceman with grog when they ran out of regular Iceman. But it's very, very good. Good stoneware. It fires to a very, very slightly buff color. But I'm very happy with it. It throws well, it doesn't crack easily, and it reclaims well. You're north of Louisville. Well, the show we are doing in March is the Kentucky Crafted Market in Lexington, if you're anywhere near there and want to come. That's our next show. Do most of my items start at cone 6? Yes, well, I fire everything to cone 6, except for the raku clay, which, you know, it only goes to, what, 04 at most. They get bisque fired, but then we do horsehair raku and then the copper raku. But everything else is cone 6, electric. It is at the horse park in Lexington. All Tech Arena, all Tech Arena is what it's called. So kind of on the outside of town. I don't know. I really don't know. I want to say last year, like, admission was technically free, but they said anything donated at the door was for whatever charity they were supporting, but I don't know if that's what they do every year. I really don't know. Okay, there's 7. We'll do 3 more of these. Oh, you're in Lexington. Okay, yeah. Well, I will be there. The Friday of the show is the wholesale day, so it's open to the public Saturday and Sunday. So what I'll do is I'll have my wholesale set up for Friday, and then Friday night I'll be there, like, swapping everything out for my retail display for the weekend. Will I be there? Yes, I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, yeah, I'll be there all 3 days. And I will be there. Daniel will be at our shop because March is when the shop starts picking up again. Usually it falls, Kentucky Crafted falls on the same weekend as the NCAA tournament, which Kentucky is usually in. I don't know if it does this year or not. which is also, for the next several years, being hosted in Nashville. So it's a big weekend for tourism in Nashville as well. Apparently they used to have the Kentucky Crafted Market at one of the convention centers right downtown next to Rupp Arena. And they said it was, if the Kentucky game like was going on, let alone in town, which it's never going to be in town for a tournament game, but like it was just a ghost town. Opening weekend, okay. I do not keep up with the sports balls, even though I should. I am thinking of the SEC, not the NCAA. I'm thinking of the SEC. Yes. It's always the week before spring break. Gotcha. Samuel, thank you for the follow. Okay, this will be the last of this shape, and then I'll make some that are swirly. All right, let's do this. I like that. I like that. And again, these are little bourbon cups, or they could be teacups. I usually make these when I make teapot sets. These are the cups that go with them. I don't even know if I have a teapot. Something else that I make about like once a year. I think I've got 2 at the shop. Underground, hey! Good afternoon, and thank you for the resub. Oh, here he comes. Hey, buddy. I'm almost done. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's not the view everybody wants to see, buddy. I'm sorry, everybody, look away. You hear him? Come on, show everybody your good side. There we go. We're gonna cuddle. You wanted to cuddle. Ariana, have a good supper. Thanks for stopping by. Mm-hmm. Oh, was that too much? Hmm. Mm-hmm. You gonna go see Minnie and behave? I want to make some more things. Maybe that's my cue to take a hydration break. See Kiba too. Keep making bourbon cups. Kiba relinquished the wheel. You got the shipping email? Good. Yes, it is in the hands of UPS. Adorned, hey! If you've messaged me in the last little bit, I've missed it. So I have 2 of the fiber mugs ready. 2 of them have been bisqued. Was there a top 2 that you needed? Because I originally didn't know how many you needed. So I just made a couple, because I knew you needed 1. And so I've got the yellow one glazed. And so I could do a second one. No, you're fine. Because I've got the other mugs you had picked out from stock. And then with these, with the Akatar mugs and a couple of fiber mugs, so that, you know, I can send you a box. Because you had the Hitchhiker's Guides mugs, if you hadn't forgotten about those. Kiba's tail's a wagging. Never know if it means he's happy or upset. But I like to think he's happy. I'm making some little bourbon cups right now. Just more building up stock. Hey, buddy. Supervisor is on duty. Don't you want to go sit down again? Don't you want to cuddle with Minnie? Demands attention. Sweet pea. Okay. Come on, buddy. Oh, I got you. No mana blue? Okay. Tropical melon, yes, so the pink over yellow. Which is, I'm glad I asked, because I was thinking it was going to be the orange one. Well, I mean, it's yellow over here. It doesn't have pink on top of it yet, but it can always be washed off if you need it to be something else. Whoa, what's all this? Megan, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. The moat's flooding into the stream to say hi. Yeah, we're not in California, are we? You saw Kiba being a big helper. Yes, helper. And showed everybody just in case he moved. Yes, yes, he is, well, he's actually over here looking at me forlornly from the floor. Let's make this one swirly. I am making some bourbon cups right now. They can really be whatever type of cups you want them to be, but it's fun to call them bourbon cups. He's resting from a job well done, yes. He is an excellent supervisor. Snoopervisor. just like Minnie over here. New design. This is, I just don't make these very often. Or I make a bunch of them, and then I don't have to restock them very often, but it's just little cups. Sometimes I make these, and as part of a teapot set, I'll have the teapot and then these little cups to go with it. But in March, we're going to a wholesale show, so I'm kind of just stocking up on everything that I make because it's a show where I'm going to be taking orders, so I just like to have everything out where people can see it and decide what they want. Everybody loves a good supervisor. So Megan, what were you doing today? It is the Kentucky Crafted Show. So it is a show for artisans local to Kentucky or the surrounding states. It started out a long time ago as a show focusing on local artists for the all the different national park gift shops to come to and purchase and carry things that were actually made in Kentucky to sell at the gift shops. And over the years, it's grown to encompass just anybody who wanted to come and buy, you know, handmade goods. But that's how I've gotten into a lot of the state parks and such in Kentucky, because they come with purpose to purchase from this show. You were designing a crocheted hamster pattern? Oh, I need to go back and see that. Because my husband's username is the Wonder Hamster. And we have a crocheted Wonder Hamster that someone made him, but we collect hamster things now. I'm ready for the knock knock joke. Go ahead. You love the kitty setup we have, yes. As I say that they are the true stars of the show, not me. I'm just the sidekick. Today was figuring out the face pattern. Yeah, designing takes time. How many of these do I have? Have I gone overboard? No, we need one more. That's 9. I'm trying to make like 10 of everything, so this will be number 10. Knock knock. Who's there? No bell. No bell who? No bell, that's why I knocked. Haha. Making them swirly, just because I like making things swirly, and it gives it a little bit of a grip to hold it with. Alright, here's those. Now the next thing I'm going to make is probably going to be little bowls. So let's make little bowls. There we go. These can be used for anything in the world. I call them little like spice or sauce bowls, but it's whatever you like. Everything is dishwasher, microwave, and oven safe. Meant to be used. Those are for green olives. Ooh. I always see like an olive dish is like a long, narrow dish, which I've never purposely made one of those, but actually, let's trim a little bit of the bottom part off. Artie Makes, thank you for the follow. Some of that water up there. Alright, so gotta find somewhere to put this. Alright. Here we go. And board number 2. Whoa! New people! Lumi Celine, hey! Welcome, everybody! We were moving our full board around so I can make some more things. You've come to raid the stash. Well, welcome. You might even find a few yarn bowls to put your yarn in while you're here. Though right now I'm making just some little bowls that you can really use for anything, but probably not yarn. They're more for like foodstuffs. Like I call them sauce bowls, or you could even say trinket bowls. Sauce bowls, spice bowls. Sleepy kitty, yes, she's been out adventuring today. Nope. Let's do this. And then one more will be 10. And I gotta decide what I'm gonna do last. Maybe some spoon rests? I don't know. All right. What next? All right, I do have all of them, everything on my list. So I'll just do a few more spoon rests. And then for most of these, I'll just make the lip, make the spout once I put it over here, but that's what it's going to end up looking like, a little spoon rests. Little spoon rest. So I probably could make some of the regular trinket bowls too, like what I was just doing, but I don't think I did a full 10 of those when I was making them, so what I was just doing. bit bigger than that. Here we go. Pull it up a little bit taller next time. Yeah, like that. It's just a plain bowl without the edges. Minnie is always sleeping. When is she active? Yeah, in the mornings. Like she goes and runs around, and then when it's when I'm streaming back here, she comes and takes a nap, takes her afternoon nap. And if she's anything like the rest of our cats, she's probably wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody else is trying to sleep. Okay, we got 4 more. Whoa, it's been too fast. See, she's awake. Kind of. For a few seconds. Nope. Nope, she's gone again. And, I've lost her. If I was somewhere else in the studio, she would also, that's where she would be taking a nap. She wants to keep an eye on me, even if her eyes are closed. Do I just leave food for them if I don't plan to come in on the weekend? I usually come and check on them anyway. If we're out of town for any reason, we have somebody come check on them, but I only live about a mile away, so it's not like it's a huge ordeal to come in and check on them. There's usually something that needs to be done in here anyway. Alright, we got all that done. Now I'll check on my glazed pieces and see if I can put another layer on them. I know cats sleep like that all the time, but it just doesn't look comfy. So it's been a variety stream today. We glazed and we threw. Let me see who else is on. So I've got to get some of this stuff moved around. We've got to start firing things in here. We've got like pieces stacked everywhere. Good morning. Mm-hmm. I don't know what she got into. She's got dirt on her nose.
Let's go, man. Game 1 win. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta check out that
Nope,
van.
no. There we go. Crimson Sheep, you just got off your call just in time to leave. Yeah, gonna go home and try to find something for supper. Let's see. Let's go see the Traveling Tatter. Says Metallic Bronze Dragon. That sounds like fun. And I love that they always have to put in their title, like tatting, not tattooing, but fiber arts. Here we go. Minnie knows what time it is. She knows what the keyboard means. But guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Minnie is not very Minnie. No, she's she's been a bit too excited about treat time. She's maybe not a little kitten anymore. She is around what, six years old? Yeah, she's around 6 years old. So she's not as hyper as she used to be. She's just a little bit fluffy. We all get that way occasionally. But guys, thank you for watching. She's small if you put her next to Kiba. I mean, she's still only probably like 8 pounds at most. She's little bitty. She's a small cat. That's why we called her Minnie. But here we go. Let's go see the Traveling Tatter. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll probably be back tomorrow doing more of the same, maybe more glazing, maybe more throwing. I haven't decided yet. But thank you for watching and have a good evening. I'll see y'all later. Here we go.